Hi, so my name is Making Sang. My first name is Making, and I have a business called Making Tea. My mission is to ensure that everybody has a better cup of tea in their cupboard, no matter where they buy it from. And so I fulfill my mission by helping tea businesses to grow. I came across a jewellery designer, and so I actually commissioned her to create a teapot ring for me. But anybody that sells tea or writes about tea, that sells any tea paraphernalia is something that I'm really wanting to help promote. I started making tea in London. I would introduce myself at networking events. I'd say, hi, my name is Making. They couldn't understand it, so I'd make a joke about it, and I'd say, you know, making tea, making coffee, and they'd laugh. And one day a friend of mine said to me, that's a much better name for your business than the previous name that you had, and that's where Making Tea was born. And then I had an opportunity to relocate to Australia, and I didn't know a single person in Australia. And so I had to build my business from scratch by going to networking events, building relationships, using the power of social media, and also create lots of creative tea-related events. Anky, cosby. She's Australia's #1 body painting artist, and I messaged her on Facebook and I said, do you do requests? And she said, well, actually, I was thinking of you. I would love to draw a teapot on your back. And then that got me into panic mode. I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I don't like the size, and all the rest of it. But it was great. It was such an amazing experience. I got to be a model. She painted this teapot. It took her a good few hours to paint this teapot on my back. But what was amazing, it was quite funny being in Australia, because when I opened my mouth, a lot of people would do a double take. So they'd look and they went, hang on a minute, she speaks English. She speaks English really well. She speaks it with a Pommy accent. And you could see this going on in their heads. It was really confusing for them. I often got asked to speak with a Chinese accent so that it would be easier for them to fathom this accent with the Chinese face. So that was a bit of a struggle at times. My proudest moment being part of an exhibition that was held at the Queensland Gallery of Modern Art. Sai Guo-Chang is a global artist. He did an exhibition in 2013/2014. It was called Falling Down to Earth. As part of the exhibition, he wanted an area that people could sit down, contemplate on his work. He also wanted to have someone perform Chinese Gong Fu tea ceremony and serve a particular type of tea from his hometown so that people can really reflect on his work. And so they invited me to be part of the project, and I think that was my proudest moment, to be able to serve over 3,000 cups of tea, I think it was, to people who attended that exhibition. Being in business can often feel like the loneliest place on the planet, but it doesn't need to be. I've managed to build a business from scratch, from nothing, embrace social media with it. I've made a lot of mistakes, but coming back to the UK, I was more focused and more strategic. And so within 3 or 4 months, I was able to be part of the Google project. I've had big tea brands approach me, but I also asked for help. So it's not lonely. Go out and ask for help. Ask me for help if you want to. I'm only a tweet away or LinkedIn post away, whatever. But do go out and reach for help, because if I can do it, anybody can do it.